from Matthias. He's asking you, does it have a special meaning for you, Children of the Universe?
A very special meaning, yes. I think that's part of the reason why I'm so grateful to be here and why I'm so excited about doing the performance, is because I feel like the message in the song is so important, and I really want everyone to hear it, and whether they like it or not, I'm not sure, but I hope they do.
What is the message?
The message is about knowing your worth as a human being, and how powerful we all are, and how important we all are, and how integral we are to the whole thing. Like, right up until this point, you know, every single one of us has made this moment possible. That's, I guess, what it's about.
Well, Eurovision fans will know that the BBC and the UK has had some huge stars in the last years representing UK on the stage. This is from Rice Benjamin. He's asking you, is there a certain amount of pressure to have to live up to the names of Blue, Hamdik and Van Thailand stuff, you think?
I mean, certainly they're all incredibly successful. So, yes, I guess. But equally, I feel like I'm doing something a bit different and a bit fresher, and we'll see. I really don't know. I guess we'll just have to. You have to ask me again on May 11th.
I have a question over here, please.
Hello.
Hi, Molly. Mike
Nice
from
t-shirt.
You like the t-shirt, right?
Very nice.
A couple of questions. Firstly, you did a showcase gig in London. Some amazing songs at that.
Thank you.
When is the album coming out? Because we need to know the date of that. And then, just how long does it take to put those straps on your legs?
Well, there's a nifty zip at the back actually. Otherwise, that would be really annoying, wouldn't it? But yeah, thank you. The album's going to be out end of this year, hopefully, and yeah, all of the ones that you heard. So they'll all be on it, and there'll be some additional ones too that you haven't heard yet. But Children of the Universe will be on it, of course. And yeah, I'm really excited for everyone to hear all of that stuff. Thank you.
Hi Molly, welcome to
Hello. I recognise your face.
Indeed you do. We actually met briefly in London. It's Olivia here from ESC United. Now just a question now. I mean, you're a bit of a newcomer to Eurovision, but you did have an earlier quite popular song called Raindrops. But how do you feel you've evolved as an artist since then? Because what you're doing here is obviously quite different.
Yeah, I feel like I've evolved a lot. I feel like that was all a part of my journey and has led me to this point. So I value that time a lot because it's actually equipped me with skills that I'm using now. But certainly as an artist, as a songwriter, I've never felt more sincere and genuine and authentic, and I feel like I'm very much being true to myself now, much more so than I was at that point.
Was that okay? Yes, of course.
Guy, earlier in London, you said that you're aiming to be on the the left-hand side of the leaderboard. Is that not a little too modest? Should you not be more ambitious with that, considering all the hype recently?
I think there's an awful lot that happens at competitions like this that is completely out of our control. So, yes, I cannot tell you how impressed I've been in terms of Molly's approach to not just the writing of the song, but the performance, the whole thing. So, of course, we hope to do well, but it would be foolish to suggest any positions at all. I think we just hope that people reward her for the work that she's put into it.
Yes, the lady in red over there.
Hi there, Molly.
Hello.
Samantha Ross from ESCinsight.com.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You too. You wrote the song specifically for Eurovision, is that correct? And
yes and no, in the sense that I feel it's very foolish to try and write for other people specifically, and I've made that mistake in the past. If you're trying to please someone else, you're chasing your tail as an artist and you compromise your artistic integrity. So for me, I wrote the song with Eurovision in mind, but I wanted to make sure that I had a song that didn't compromise me in any way. So it's a kind of a complicated answer to that question.
I have what were some of the factors that you had in mind when thinking of a song for Eurovision?
Well, certainly that obviously we wanted to connect with people from all over the world. and we wanted to write something that would make an impact in a bigger place, a bigger stage. So yeah, they were the only things really. And it was funny because it very much felt like Children of the Universe kind of wrote itself. I know that sounds a bit weird, but it kind of just...
Hi Molly.
Hello.
We've met in Amsterdam. How
I
are you, my
recognise
dear?
you. I'm very well.
Hi, it's Gareth Mulhall here from Eurovision Ireland and
I
RTE
know.
Television. I hope your dad has got his singing voice on, because
Oh, yeah,
you
he's been
promised me to
practicing
sing
for you.
loads of Irish songs,
Yeah.
no boys or no Westlife,
No,
please.
Fields of Athenry is his favourite.
You like that one? Firstly, congratulations on the iTunes position back in the UK. Everybody doesn't know you've gone into the iTunes charts. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's great news.
We were speaking in Amsterdam, and I posed to you the question then, and I pose it to you now. How does it feel by making Eurovision cool again in the UK and also in Ireland?
I'm not sure if I've done that yet, but
You're well on the way.
if you think I have, then brilliant. I don't feel particularly cool myself. I feel like a genuine person. If that's cool, then good. Yeah, I mean, you tell me. If it's cool, then great.
I'm Adrian from musicblast.com.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I want to know, as a British citizen, would you vote for our country's representative, Ruth Lorenzo, in Spain?
Oh, 100%. I think she's fantastic, and I've met her, and she's such a lovely girl, and she's just, yeah, she's incredible, and yeah, I wish her all the best. And yeah, I'm sure there'll be people picking up the phone for her. You know, she's very popular in the UK.
And I have a quick question.
Yeah, a quick one, yeah.
Okay, yeah. How did the rehearsal go, and what kind of changes you gotta do for next rehearsal?
I feel like it went really well. I've never been more excited about a show actually in my life. So I just can't wait for it to come now. But I think the real show will just be about really being in the zone and me performing it with all the conviction that I can muster.
I have a question from this gentleman, yes?
Hello, Molly.
Hello, nice waistcoat.
Thank you very much. It's Hassan Yusuf from Vision Magazine in London. First off, I've been here all week listening to all the rehearsals, and by far today you got the biggest cheer in the press room. So well done.
Thank you, really?
Yeah. And they're both from all the Brits, they're from all over.
Oh wow, you can see that smile. That's great news.
Yeah. What's great about your performance on stage, besides yourself, is that wonderful backdrop. I mean, did you have any sort of say in that lovely sort of paisley effect that's
Actually,
going on?
no, that was, it was obviously loosely inspired by myself because I like all my henna art and stuff, but I have to give full credit to the BBC and the team in Denmark for all of that, so actually that's a question for Guy more than anybody.
Is that henna mark on your hand?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, we can't make any more questions. This is the first time you met Molly. We'll meet her again later, next week. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for your time,
Good
everybody.
luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll see you later.